Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another video. It is your guy, Crypto Glenn. I appreciate you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And again, I appreciate it. So you're looking at this tweet on my screen from February 28th, 2021. And let's just read it. At Crypto Glenn, that's I, put out a tweet saying, at Wax, Nifty Gateway, Red Fox Labs, Rarible, NFT 20, Muse, OpenSea, Ecomi. These names are going to be very important in the NFT space. And the thing that really just, it almost chaps my hide is the fact that I dropped a gem on this date and it got all of one like. Now, to the individual who liked that, hopefully they had taken my advice and maybe just even looked at this tweet and said, you know what, that's an interesting tweet, maybe even a bit cryptic. I'm going to do some research on it. Let's fast forward to present day, March 21st, 2021. And let's go to maybe one of the more noted YouTubers as to why this tweet that I had put out probably before many other crypto YouTubers in the space, why it's so important.
However, one part of DeFi technically is NFTs. Now, the Financial Action Task Force, the intercontinental body that is going to be monitoring a lot of this stuff in DeFi, they made a change this week to some of their wording of what they do. They've now said they're specifically worried about fungible tokens.
Wait for it.
NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. What just happened is the FATF, they just gave the green light to NFTs, and I am so excited about this because we talked.
So what BitBoy Crypto is referring to is this article that was put out. What's the date on this? It was put out. This was put out just yesterday, March 20th, 2021. And basically what it goes on to state is that, yes, the FATF, the Financial Action Task Force, a global anti-money laundering and very strong advocate for KYC, put out a statement saying that they're worried about DeFi. Bank of America actually just put out a statement saying that they feel like Ethereum is the future, and they're a bit concerned because it's basically allowing people, everyday folks like you and I, to become our own banks and earn better interest in which that they can offer. And they should be scared because I understand that's a bit of their business. If they're going to take the deposits of you and I and loan them out and gain all the wonderful benefits and APY that they've been doing for hundreds of years and leave, you know, everyday folks like you and I to get the terrible APYs on their savings, then yes, DeFi represents a very plausible solution to that problem for the common man. So Bank of America comes out and they say that, hey, this is a problem, this is a threat. The Financial Action Task Force basically comes up and says they agree with it and that now DeFi is on their radar. And I surmise that there's probably going to be some DeFi platforms in the near future, not right now, but sometime in the future here that are going to be shut down just because they're not in compliance. So it's something, again, just to be on a watch out for. But as it goes on to say here, as well as clarifying its wording on decentralized exchanges, DEXs, the mechanisms that power DeFi platforms and apps, the FATF also made an oblique reference to non-fungible tokens, NFTs, that are exploding in popularity. Yes, they are. So again, to you, the one person who actually looked at this tweet and hearted it, I hope you've lined your bags because we're going to talk about what this means for the space. Let's fast forward and just go down here a little ways. NFTs and DeFi present added changes or challenges to the FATF, which are already struggling to gravitate to anti-money laundering rules into pseudonymous by design transactions, again, through the DEXs and a flourishing cryptocurrency industry. Where we get down to the technicality, and this is what's really important here, is this whole entire article gives a specific reference to an asset that are fungible. Assets that are fungible. NFTs, standing for non-fungible tokens, mean one image that's an NFT doesn't exactly spin the same or doesn't exactly have the same value as another. I honestly think this is why we are probably seeing some NFTs blowing up in price, as it's a way to wash the money, if you will. I don't know if that's the correct verbiage, of crypto gains. And if that's the case, like, hey man, go ahead, do what you're going to do, man. Like, make your money. You know what I mean? But if they're basically saying that they're not going to be looking at NFTs, this clears the pathway for NFTs to basically witness the same level of popularity and price appreciation that DeFi has seen over the last 1 to 2 years. Fast forward to this tweet, and I want to look at a few of these by name, and you can actually do this on your own. I'm just going to take a look at a couple here. I'm going to look at one called Omi. It's by a brand, Ecomi. The price today is basically 1 cent, but if we go back to that tweet from February 28th, let's look at the chart. Give me the 90-day. February 20th, 2021, 0.0019 cents. So for those of you that are wondering, yes, I am in Ecomi. I have been in Omi for basically since before this tweet, but I'm telling you this one of a few things, because some of you have been, in my inbox on Twitter asking me to cover this. I personally feel like I have missed out on the DeFi rush from the last year until this year. I wanted to look down the road as to what was going to be next, and all of my research has pointed me in the direction that states that NFTs are going to be next. So I have been loading up on NFT platforms by the boatload, and I think the price appreciation that we're seeing here just in the last, week to 2 weeks, let alone 30 days, is a clear indication that I was right. If you guys watch my videos, I believe it's imperative that you engage with me and you follow me on Twitter. Or if you just watch these videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because I am bringing you, in many instances, information that can be valuable before the masses catch on to it. I told you guys that Bitcoin was going to approach $60,000. It was actually going to hit $60,000 prior to it actually doing it a week and a half ago. I'm the same one that's telling you that Ethereum is going to breach 2,000 within a week, and actually even surpass 2,000. Where I see Ethereum going in the next few months is absolutely scary. So definitely make sure you are tapped in with the community. You're subscribed to my channel here on YouTube. You've turned on the bell notification. But more importantly, you also are following me on Twitter, because a lot of times the stuff that doesn't necessarily translate into a good video, I'm putting it out there on Twitter in very easy to consume portions. So Ecomi, why is this important? Let's take a look at the website here. The thing that I love about Ecomi, they have a app called VeVe. This app is fully up and running. This is a working project. The things that I like to invest in are the things that have an actual functioning working project. So far, they have come up with quite the line. Let's see if we can see who it is that they already have currently out on their website or currently out on their app. Okay, so this is the VeVe app. You can get it from the Google Play Store. You can get it from the App Store. This is cool because this takes what we're seeing now are people buying NFTs that are extremely highly illiquid. A CryptoPunk is highly illiquid because you have to wait for someone else to almost see the same value that you see in a specific CryptoPunk, right? With VeVe, they are going after premium IP, and they already have DC. Look, you see Batman right there on their homepage. This is actually one that I missed out on, but I've actually since grabbed a couple. They have Star Trek, they have Ghostbusters, they have Adventure Time, Powerpuff Girls, Harley Quinn, Jurassic Park, Superman, Back to the Future, the black and white Batman editions. These are what's really hot right now. And this is what really is going to separate NFTs once we kind of get beyond where we're at now. The CryptoPunks, the Beepleworks, these things are great and they have their audiences. However, when you start talking about premium IP, premium intellectual property rights and agreements that have been secured by VeVe, you're talking about a bigger audience. So an asset that is traditionally highly illiquid has become just a bit more liquid because there's a larger population of people out there that may in fact want to own the NFTs that you own. So you can see here, this is basically what the showroom looks like. You bring it up on your phone, it opens up to an augmented reality showroom, and you can scale these. So this Robin could be as big as you want it. This Batman can be as small as you want it to be. You can actually take pictures of these in your current surroundings. So whatever your phone camera can see, you can basically place your NFTs there within the pictures. Great. I have a tremendous amount of fun just, taking pictures with my nieces, family members, friends, and just putting the NFTs right there in the picture. This is almost something that you would expect to see on Snapchat, but here it is in NFT form on the application. And they even have a market where you can actually take the NFTs that you buy and sell them on the market. And these things, they go for double, triple the price. And even on the secondary market, they don't last long. Like, I'm actually trying to get my hands on this Batman right here. Haven't been able to get it. Like, this is premium IP NFT. So it's not just, pixelated art that someone created. This is, and there's nothing wrong with that, but this is a bigger audience that's going to be after these kind of things. Just to highlight more of what the art looks like. And normally when they do a drop, it's a 4-piece. So you've got your ultra rare, your rare, your uncommon, and your common. The ultra rares, there's probably only maybe like 1,200, 2,500 that have ever been produced. The ultra rare, that could go up to like 3,500, 5,500, maybe 7,500 to 11,000. And this, I'd have to go back and check, but it's basically north of 11,000. And those numbers aren't concrete, but it's just a good general rule of, where they're at. These guys, they also have a deal with the NFL as well as General Motors, where they're going to be doing a drop of General Motors future EV concepts. So you're going to be able to basically like drive around and look around the inside of a lot of these concept cars that are yet to have come out. And that's cool because for a lot of major metropolitan areas, there hasn't been the opportunity to have an auto show due to 19. Those could come back sometime in the near future, but I think auto manufacturers like GM thinking about doing NFTs on a platform that is gaining a lot of traction is going to keep them very, very relevant and in the forefront of would-be consumers. So good on them. So there's something else I want to talk about here that Ecomi back in February, I believe this was February 15th or 16th. I want to say it was the 16th. Just made an announcement where they had brought on Alfred R. Kahn, who is actually the individual who is behind, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as their head of licensing on the platform. This is great because, again, you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to see partnerships between VeVe, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as well as many, many other fan favorites, just by utilizing the connections. So that's absolutely huge. And when I actually go ahead and find the official list of partnerships that we know that they have, again, outside of what I've already mentioned, as well as the NFL, I'm going to go ahead and tweet that. So make sure you're following me on Twitter at CryptoGlenn. Otherwise, you will miss out on this information. The other thing that I'm super excited about to announce with Ecomi is that they are actually being listed on Uniswap in about 2 days. So in 2 days, you're actually going to be able to get the OMI token on Uniswap. Right now, it's only available on a few smaller exchanges that can be a little bit of a pain in the rear end to operate. We're going to check them out now. And that is BitMax as well as Bit4X. So again, I think this is probably one of the only things that's keeping Ecomi from blowing up into a regular household name, and they're slowly but surely starting to get that title. Is the fact that they're only available on smaller exchanges, but literally in 2 days, as I just showed you, you're going to be able to get it on Uniswap. So if you can afford the Ethereum gas fees, definitely pick it up. Honestly, if they would have went way of Binance Smart Chain, this probably would have been lights out. And that's saying a lot because I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Binance Smart Chain. There's nothing wrong with it. I just have, my suspicions about it. But that's another conversation for another day. So, yeah, guys, I wanted to share that with you to all of the viewers. And again, I want to thank this individual here who is really the only one who pretty much liked it. Basically got the jump on a lot of people, and if they did their research, they probably found some pretty compelling evidence, just like I did, that hopefully wanted to, force their hand to buy in. Not force their hand, but really persuaded them to buy in. And if they did, then they're sitting on a pretty significant gain, again, with this only being 1 cent here. I mean, literally just in, a day or so, we're up 1%. Almost 1.5% in the last 7 days, almost 300%, and in a week, almost 1,400. And in a month, we're up about 500%. How would you have liked to gotten in on this within the year? I mean, you'd be up, 4,000, 45,078%. Wow, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. ROI on this is almost 2,000%. Wow. I'm feeling pretty good about Ecomi today. So guys, that's all I wanted to bring you for this video. Please definitely make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Please make sure that you guys follow me on Twitter. And I mean guys and gals, I'm just speaking in plural here. I don't want to assume anyone's gender. But definitely make sure that you follow me on Twitter at CryptoGlenn. Definitely make sure that you are taking the time to get connected with me on YouTube as well, because I want to make sure that I bring you guys premium content information. And that's exactly what we're doing here. And if you're going to buy this, I can't tell you what to do, but if it's me, I'm going to try and buy this coin in the power of multiple of tens. That means if I can get 10, I'm going to try and get 100. If I can get 100, I'm going to try and get 1,000. If I can get 1,000, I'm going to try and get 10,000. If I can get 10,000, I'm going to try and get 100,000. If I can get 100,000, I'm going to try and get 1,000,000, because as the bull cycle increases and people start looking for value projects, the price appreciation is going to move on these fast. And if you have the coin to swing it, you don't want to be thinking to yourself, wow, I probably should have bought more. Again, it's all in the name of risk management. So if you do your own research and you like what you see, buy accordingly. Again, none of this is financial advice, but I really feel that this is going to this is going to be one of the ones. So we're going to cover more here. Like I said, I just want to talk about this because I want to start bringing NFTs into my conversation fairly regularly here. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this. If you have, please slap that like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure to follow me. I want to engage with you guys. If not, what is your favorite NFT project below? I know we've got a lot to cover here, but if you follow me on Twitter, I've talked about them. Let me know what your favorite one is in the comment section below, and I will see you fine folks in the next one. Peace.